I'm Turk Strongman, current resident at Mind Voltage Institute. Please excuse the fact that there is no visual with this video. It's a brief one. You'll just have to listen to me. Now, this has to do with your personal atmosphere in the face of potential, let's say, energy robbers, psychic vampires, and the like. Okay. But before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, now's your chance. Go ahead and do that right now. That way, at the same time, you can activate the notification bell feature to be apprised of our new uploads. Immediately below your media player window, you'll see the thumb up icon. Go ahead and click on that right now to easily and instantly share the joy of this channel with others. And just below that, in the video description area, you will see donation by PayPal information. Please make a note of it. So there was a conversation earlier today talking about energy vampires of all sorts through time, through history. But this person was especially talking about there being a significant, this person's experience was firsthand in New Orleans, there being a significant population of vampires, and the encounter with one of them, the stranger had touched this woman, and she felt very frozen, and the toucher also was talking and conversing rather nicely with this woman, and she apparently froze somehow, telling who she is, and they call themselves, they have a tribe, and they are vampires. Okay, all right. This woman had, she didn't feel endangered in this encounter, but she did feel weakened by it, and it still haunts her. The touch. Okay. Somebody responded, somebody commented in the course of this expose, this narrative regarding New Orleans. Somebody said, that's exactly why I don't let people touch me, especially strangers. You never know. And that prompted my response, which went as follows. I wrote it down immediately after I said it. My long experience around homeless men in the 70s, 80s, New York City, Lower East Side, including the Bowery, taught me that they sense and respond to people's energy. Most of them were street bums, meaning that if you projected weak will or nervous energy when noticing them first looking at you, they would take steps to separate you from a chunk of your money. Often the first step was their right hand coming at you for a handshake while making eye contact. Now, if on the other hand you projected strong will and calm confidence, they would either not even try, or they would start to try but immediately stop and withdraw. However, if it were the case that you fell somewhere in the middle, such that you at first project a level of vulnerability or openness to brief discourse, but then you pull back from the offered right hand, you will have invited trouble. The kind and extent of trouble would depend on circumstances, but it always involved pursuing you, attempts to touch your body or your clothing. And it always involved at least a hint of anger over you having offended them. And it always involved a bit of aggression. Now, what's my conclusion? See what effect your refusal to be touched by a stranger has on that stranger. If it's similar to what I've described, that should tell you something. It should tell you that the stranger was up to more than just trying to say hello. Whether intentionally or otherwise, it was all designed to wear you down, to overpower your will, to establish control, to confuse you, and finally, to get something from your pocket. But most of all, it was to make you weaker and the stranger stronger. What does this have to do with this channel? Your personal atmosphere. Your personal atmosphere is an area of your life, a part of your way of being that needs to be addressed when on a comprehensive path of or endeavor to move away from consciousness hijacking in this world, perception deception, and move toward self-regulated mastery of self by self, your personal evolvement, and your establishment of true selfhood. Your personal atmosphere has a lot to do with how you interact in society and how you interface with others. How you do that can either benefit you and work toward your constructive evolvement, or it can harm you and work toward your consciousness hijacking, your perception deception, and your overall weakening. And that's what it has to do with this channel. So again, see what effect your refusal to be touched by a stranger has on that stranger. If the attempted handshake, you don't accept it. If it was just for hello or good to meet you or something like that, which is not appropriate in Western civilization, at least current Western civilization, from a total stranger. But if it was just to say hello, the refusal to accept that handshake should not lead to any great consequences. It should be just like, the person recognizes, oh, not going to shake my hand, be overlooked, usually ignored. Okay. But if the effect is similar to that I described earlier on here in this video, it should tell you that the stranger was up to more than trying to say hello, whether intentionally or otherwise. Here's what it was. Here's what was really going on, beyond the appearance of just to say hello. It was designed to wear you down, overpower your will, establish control, confuse you, get something from your pocket, and most of all, to make you weaker and the stranger stronger. We're not here to get weaker, are we? By way of not knowing how to control our personal atmosphere. That's a pretty important thing. It's how we interface with others. All other personal evolvement work is internal. The portion that has to do with what's around us, our interfacing with other people, the planet, animals, all the things that are outside of our own minds, our own bodies, etc., okay, has to do with your personal atmosphere. Your personal atmosphere is, it covers all of your social phases of life, okay? So that's what it has to do with this channel. So check out your personal atmosphere. Next time you see what effect your refusal to be touched by a stranger does to that stranger. And check out that person's personal atmosphere. Be careful. Yeah, and it's not a good idea to let strangers touch you. No, it's not. It's not. If it seems to be a little out of place, then back up right away. In fact, just develop a calm, confident personal atmosphere. Calm and confident, attentive, aware, with positive, strong will, and established, pre-established. Just do it now. Put 3 days into it. Intense focus on, from now on, your personal atmosphere includes no to strangers offering to shake your hand or to touch you. So it's just always there. Okay? You're going to be glad you did this if you haven't done it already. That's what it has to do with this channel. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, well, do it right now and activate the notification bell feature while you're at it. Give the video a thumb up. And please take note of the donation by PayPal information in the video description area. And if you feel so inclined, act on it. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm Ter Strongman, current resident at the Mind of Voltage. Be well.